The new Dyson Supersonic Neuro. So Dyson just dropped a new blow dryer, and this thing is crazy. I mean, it's just a blow dryer, but with some intelligence. You get to see later on in this video what I mean by that. Right off the box, the blow dryer itself weighs 0.68 kilogram, which isn't bad for all the tech built in this stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks sick too. Like, come on, like, look at this. It comes with 5 attachments. The newest and improved wave and curl diffuser. I love this because it has this new dome mode that's supposed to help create better curls with rounded ends, basically giving you a defined finish. You typically use this in the end and for volume, of course. You still get the diffuse mode by just adding this on, which I think is cool. The gentle air attachment. If you just want to do a quick little dry or blow some hair off your client, this is your guy.
This is why I got this in the first place. I made this one.
The wide tooth comb, which, if I'm being honest, is why I got this in the first place. Like, if you have textured hair, this is a game changer, trust me. When it comes to blow drying your hair for a protective style, or you want to get cornrows, yeah, this saves you so much stress. The styling concentrator. I believe this new one has a thinner and wider blade than the regular supersonic dryer. Dyson claims this would help with better precision styling, especially if you're taking tiny sections and blow drying. If you get those annoying flyaways that always stick out, this will help you get that straight, sleek look. This stuff snaps on like easy. I mean, they all do. And for sound check, I can't lie, it's kind of loud. So what is this new added intelligence that the Neuro has? Typically there's 4 of them. Scalp Protect. With this new button, you can turn on and off Scalp Protect mode. When it's on, it automatically lowers the heat when the attachment is close to the scalp. You can also turn it off to manually choose your heat setting. I think this is so cool because I think there has to be emphasis on scalp health, and a lot of people don't really take care of the scalp. Like, too much heat, when you put product on your scalp, you don't really get it. On your hair, you don't really get it to your scalp. And then the worst thing you can do is like heat. Like, just putting heat on your skin is not good for you. Same with your scalp. So I really like that they have this as part of this new blow dryer. But the only downside is it only works with the gentle air attachment and the styling concentrator. So you can only use Scalp Protect on these 2 attachments. So the next added intelligence would be attachment learning. With this new feature, the blow dryer basically recognizes each individual attachment and remembers your preferred setting. So when you switch attachments, it remembers the temperature and airflow speed you had set the last time you used that attachment. This works with all 5 attachments. Pause Detect. If you decide to just drop your blow dryer down for a sec while blow drying, the heater gets deactivated and the airflow drops to minimum flow. This is verbatim how Dyson said it. But why would you do this? I don't know. You could easily just turn it off, but I guess it's a cool new feature if that's your thing. Capsule illumination. Capsule illumination is basically this part, which personally I think is the coolest part of the whole blow dryer. This is the part that I think also makes the Neuro look more innovative from the outside. The LED lights adjust from no heat, low heat, medium heat to high heat. Keep in mind, if you turn off Scalp Protect mode, the capsule illumination also gets turned off. Okay, so I've had the Dyson Neuro for like a day now. I used it for the first time yesterday. I wanted to film it, but I forgot to take my camera at work. That's my fault. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that are hairstylists that are wondering, you know, how it works and all that stuff. A day in the life of a hairstylist with the Dyson Neuro. So I already have it at work, so I'm gonna show you guys. I have a couple appointments booked already, so you're gonna see me use it and see it in action. Alright, so while I test out the blow dryer, I'm gonna give you guys a little story time of how I ended up doing hair even though I didn't want to do it in the first place. So running back 2019, I moved to Canada as an international student, studying computer science, you know, do my thing. I had a clipper at the time, because back home we just always had clippers, and we take our clippers to the barbershop when we wanted to get a cut. So you take a clipper, you know, you don't want to get no infection, so you take your clipper. So with the same mentality, I came to Canada with my own clipper. And the plan was to always take my clipper to the barbershop and have them use my clipper. instead, so I'm safe from having infections or anything, which kind of makes sense. But honestly, it's not ideal because then the barber has to adjust it and everything. But that's besides the point. So because I had that clipper, I one day just picked it up. I wanted to cut my hair. I saw how expensive it was to cut hair here. Like, bro, at the time I was broke. Like, I didn't have no money, bro, and I needed to be fresh. So what was the plan, bro? It's either I cut my hair or I look nasty, bro. So I picked up a clipper. I went on YouTube. I watched some videos on how to cut your hair, and that's what I did, man. I just cut my hair by myself. And at that time, I was living with like 3 roommates in the house. So they would always see me cut my hair, and they were like, and one day one of them was like, yo, like, I see you cut your hair all the time, like, do you want to try cut me too? And I was like, sure, bro, like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't have no experience, but I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, it was my roommate, so I mean, he wanted me to cut him, so I just took the opportunity and I cut his hair. It wasn't, now I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best cut ever. Like, it was terrible. Like, looking back, bro, I still have that picture. It was terrible. I'll see if I can insert it right now. It was a terrible, terrible cut. But again, my first cut ever, not bad. So after that cut, my other roommates wanted me to cut their hair as well, and I did. Now, word of mouth, they told their friends, hey, my roommate cut my hair for free. So if you want to get a cut, you should go see him. So that's how, just word of mouth, I started having people come to me for cuts for free because I was cutting free. And I was like, wait, hold on a sec, bro. I could make money from this. Say less. So basically I started charging like $15 per cut, and I was getting bare people coming to me like for $15, and it was cheap. And keep in mind, I was still learning because the price was so low, and I wasn't terrible, but like, because I've had experience cutting myself at this point. So cutting for 15, it wasn't like a bad cut that I was given, but it wasn't the best, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I had like bare people come to me. I actually started taking it more serious because I think the best luck that I had was I didn't have a job at the time. So this was my way of making money, and I didn't have a job. So like, after school, I would go do some cuts. I would go to dorms, do some like cuts. I would try to get more people to like post me on their story, shout me out to their friends. And just over time, I started getting more people, and I was still charging $15. So people were like, yo, this nigga is cheap. Like, I'm gonna go see him type shit. And so I got quite the experience from just cutting hair for 15. And I would do it sometimes in my dining room at the time. I would go to people's houses, like home service. And then I would go to dorms, cut hair on campus. Like, people on campus started knowing me, like, hey, this is that guy that cuts hair pretty good for $15. And so this is basically, this period, I didn't really know how to cut hair, but I was learning it because I was doing it for cheap, and I started getting my name out there. Like, people started to know me. So I increased my price to, I think, $25 at the time. Hold up, lunchtime. I'm gonna come back to this story later on, but make sure you subscribe, please. I can't lie, so far it's been good. One thing I noticed though, it takes a minute to kick in. So like I turn it on, and it takes like 2 seconds before it actually comes on. Kind of weird, but I guess it's not a big deal. I'm about to have lunch right now. I got like 2 more clients. I'm doing like a textured hair silk press. That's gonna take a while. I'm actually gonna be able to test how strong it is doing a silk press. If you don't know what a silk press is, you're gonna see, I guess. So for lunch, I'm having rice. Nothing crazy, just rice and a little beef sauce. Today, I'm kind of lucky that I actually get to eat today, because most times I don't be eating. I just come here and just work, bro. I come here and I work, so I'm glad that I get to work to eat today. Because if you know the life of a barber, you don't be eating till you're done. I'm trying to make a post from yesterday. I did this finger wave for my client. Actually pretty good. actually did use the blow dryer yesterday to diffuse that. It would have been better with a head dryer, but we don't have that here, so it did come out pretty good. So one day I went to this barbershop. I told this guy, I was like, hey man, I'm trying to learn how to cut hair. Like, how can I learn? What clipper should I get? Because I needed better tools, you know? And then he told me like where to go get clippers and all that stuff. And I went and I got them. And so he was like, yo, you like, whenever you're free, like after school, you can feel free to come to the shop. Maybe you could learn one or two things, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, man. After school, I would go to the barbershop. I would just stand next to him, watch him cut. You know, he would give me a few tips. And yeah, man, that was basically it. That's basically how I learned. I think I was there with him for about a year. Keep in mind, I was still in school. And I always used to say to myself, like, hey man, like, hope this hair thing doesn't distract you from school, because I'm trying to finish school. But honestly, it got to a point where I couldn't financially continue university, because I'm an international student. Tuition fee was like $22,000, which is crazy compared to how much, you know, domestic students pay. But I had to leave university. And I couldn't just leave because, bro, you're international, so you can't just leave school. Like, you gotta go back home type shit. So I figured I was gonna take a 1-year course because I had like just like enough tuition for just 1 year left in my savings. So I decided to go to a different school and take the hairstyling course. You know, I might as well, I'm doing hair already, I might as well just get my full license doing it. So I went to a hair school 1 year. I paid the tuition, you know, one time. And that was how I got into it, man. Like, I finished school, I started working at a hair salon. And then just like, I had the experience doing ladies' hair. Now I know how to do women's hair. Crazy, bro. I had my apprenticeship done. And now your boy is a red seal, you know what I'm saying? Licensed. But hey, look, this was not planned. Sometimes life just takes you where you don't even think you're gonna go. I never thought I was gonna do hair or be able to do hair, understand what the heck I'm doing. But man, that's how I got to this point, and we're here. But this is not the end of the road though. Like, for me, hair is just like a momentary thing. For me, hair is just a temporary thing. You know, I'm gonna get to a point where, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to continue doing it. Obviously, it's a thing that takes a toll on your body. It's a job that takes a toll on your body at some point. I mean, it's already doing that to me right now. Your boy is 23 and my back is 50. But it is what it is. For now, I love doing it, so I'm gonna keep doing it until I get to a point where, you know, I'm gonna do something else. But yeah, that's why we're trying to push this content thing, so we can, you know, we can switch up again and do some content full time, because that's what I love doing the most. But yeah, that's it for the story. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you. Okay, so I've come to the end of my day. My last client turned out pretty good. Moment of truth. Is the Dyson Nero really worth it? 700 bands, 600 and something plus tax, got it to 700 Canadian dollar. Is it really worth the price? I mean, first off, I like the design. It's very unique and different, and I always like different. The color combination is pretty cool. It looks sick, but are we gonna judge it just by looking sick? No. Okay, so this is the old Dyson. My coworker has this. I do want to check out the difference of them. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much the same. This one does not have the new button that this has, as you can see. But it's the same temperature control as that. And then the power button and then the cool button is over there. Same as here, the power button and the cool button. But I noticed this turns on like late. So when I turn it on, it takes like 2 seconds before it actually comes on. It's literally turned on. Check that out. But as opposed to, this is the old Dyson. Let's check it out. It comes on right away. Okay. I don't know if it's right away or I'm tripping, bro. See that? This takes a minute to come on. I'm actually gonna turn them both at the same time, and let's see what comes on first. Bro, why would you go for this as opposed to going for this? If you want to get the new color, and if you want that little sensor, oh, and this has that feature of like when you drop it down, it senses that it's been dropped down, so the speed of the airflow reduces, which I think is cool because sometimes when I'm blow drying hair, I just drop it down and then I don't want the air just blowing off all my twos. Other than that, I think it's pretty much the same as the old Dyson supersonic. So in essence, what Dyson has done with this dryer is basically the same motor, the same technology, but it just has this new added intelligence to it. This doesn't have none of that. The supersonic is still good, but again, it's like the iPhone, you know, the iPhone comes up with the 16 or the 15, and all of a sudden people want to get it because it's the new color or it's the latest one. It's the same vibe out here with the Dyson. I see everyone's like trying to sell their old one now because they're trying to get a new one. I think one of the most important thing about having the new scalp protecting is that it just helps prevent dryness on sensitive scalp. So in general, just like having too much heat in your scalp is not good. So this helps prevent that. I think the new added intelligence makes it more expensive. I think to me it's worth the buy because I'm going to be using it on myself and for my clients, and obviously as a hairstylist I want to make sure my clients are having the best experience possible. So getting that blow dryer for my clients, big time. Of course I'm gonna get that money back ASAP. Is it ideal to get personally for personal use? Man, if you get the bulk for it, why not? You know what I'm saying? This is my first time doing a review. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm gonna try to do more videos like this. This was actually fun. But the thing about this kind of videos, especially for someone like me, is to do this kind of videos I have to buy stuff. So please subscribe so I can be able to afford stuff and buy so I can do a review like this. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.